Zell Boy Army, welcome to another spicy one on the channel. We are going to be reviewing the latest content that EA have given us. It is another set of icon SBCs. They're sticking to the moment icons, which I like to see. In this one, we have probably the icon with the best dynamic image I have ever seen on FIFA. It's at least got to be up there. We've got an icon who could be one of the very best centre-backs on the game. And then another icon who, depending on what you like in your team, could be a top-tier destroyer. Let's get into it. If you like this type of content, by the way, where I review all the latest players, give you updates on the new content EA are releasing, gameplay tips, tactics, tutorials, content that is going to help you improve at the game, then subscribe to this channel because this one's for you. These are the icons we've got. We've got Claude Makelele, got Gianluca Zambrotta, got Ian Wright. Not bad. Still a distinct lack of any end game top tier icon. Just on paper, if I'm looking, Makelele's very good but not good at going forward. He's very good defensively but can't attack. And I like midfielders who can do a bit of everything on this game. Ian Wright, I think he has 3-star skills. 3-star skills. And not the best on some other areas. And then Zambrotta. Zambrotta is probably the best we've seen yet in terms of for his position. Nedved and Ballack were very good, but Zambrotta as a centre-back on this game, with how full-backs are a centre-back, is probably an end-game centre-back. He's probably the first out-and-out end-game player. Ballack and Nedved, close. I think Zambrotta, though, I would give him it that he probably is an end-game centre-back. But yeah, he's not he's not one of these top tier ones like an R9 or Hullet, Eusebio, Zidane, one of these ones that we're screaming out for and really want still. I'm going to check FUTBIN. We'll start with Ian Wright, look at the price. Ian Wright, at the moment, FUTBIN saying is like 560k. So we'll look at what you need to do. And the bronze and silvers, they just don't matter. An 83 rate, pretty cheap. 84. I like that you can put FUT Champs players in. This does lower the price of these quite a bit. So even though it says 560, it could be like 450 if you put in, not quite if there's only 2 Team of the Weeks, but it will lower it by 50k maybe. With the current price Team of the Weeks is very expensive. So being able to put FUT Champs players in is pretty good. And there's an 86 rated there. 550 for him roughly. Well, let me check what he's actually selling for on the market tradable this Ian Wright. 600 on Xbox, 700 on PlayStation. So you can do quite, especially on PlayStation, if you have two FUT Champs players, he's going to cost like nearly 500k. Never mind any other fodder. You can do him a lot cheaper than he is on the market. That's not bad. If we look at the card, doesn't have any of the good shooting traits. He's quick. You probably want to put a Hawk on him. A Hawk on him nearly gives him 99 on every shooting stat. It would give him 96 pace. He's just, he'd be good physically, but he's not very good on the ball and his passing's not very good. So he's definitely not an end game player, but as an out-and-out striker, just pace, shooting, physical, he will be pretty good. England is a good nation for strikers, but he's not one I'd be too excited about. If he was 4-star, 4-star, I would say, yep, at that price, he's very good. The lack of 4-star skills and not being that good on the ball or passing that does hurt him quite a bit. You could always go an engine to fix his dribbling, passing, but then he doesn't get the full shooting physical boost. Honestly, an engine might be better to fix some of his weaknesses. It depends. Do you want to make his strengths better or do you want to fix his weaknesses? To me, he's an okay card, well priced, but not going to get in many teams. Let's look at Makelele before we look at Zambrotta. Have they got Makelele's price yet? FUTBIN didn't have it last time I looked. Jeez, okay. Makelele's coming in at 1.2 according to FUTBIN. That might be a mistake. I don't know. I mean, according to FUTWiz, Makelele's selling at 1.3 on Xbox and 1.6 on PlayStation. So yeah, that probably does sound right. If he's coming in at about 1.2 to do the SBC. Bronze, silver, that's like irrelevant. 83, 84, again, FUT Champs players. 85, and 86, and 87. Honestly, the fact that you need high-rated Team of the Weeks, he's probably going to cost near a 1.1 to 1 mil if you have FUT Champs players ready to put in. 1 mil for this card, for me, is pretty good. Obviously, you might have a lot more fodder. The problem I have with this card is, whilst he is outrageously good at defending and physical, his passing is pretty solid. He'll be okay on the ball with such good agility. He is so bad going forward that it really hurts him. 3-star really just isn't it. Like, you're probably thinking, oh, Zell, why would I want to shoot or attack with my Destroyer CDM? You don't need to, but honestly, the way this game is and the way people get so many men behind the ball, you want every player in your team to be able to attack, be able to shoot, be able to dribble in tight situations. Whilst, yes, it's not as important for a CDM like Makelele to be able to do it, it will hold your team back if one of the players, when he gets the ball on the edge of the box, your opponent knows no matter what, you will not shoot. Simply put, it will hold you back at some point. French is a great nation, by the way, so we're going to give him credit for that. If you really do just want an Anchorman Destroyer, at 1 million coins, this guy is near end game. The only better end game ones are going to be like when we get Team of the Seasons that can do everything, or Moments Vieira Hullet, but they're so much more expensive that, this Makelele at the price is not bad. Personally, for my style of FIFA, how I want to play, I just wouldn't be doing him. I'd be tempted to put an anchor on him rather than a shadow, because an anchor on him would give him 98 strength, 96 aggression, nearly 99 on his defending stats. You could go an engine to fix his passing and dribbling. I mean, his passing's not bad, but make him really good at passing and solid at dribbling. Good card. He will play well in game. It's just the lack of attacking options that do hurt him for me. And then we're looking at Zambrotta now. Zambrotta, currently on the market, is 1.1 on Xbox, 1.5 on PlayStation. He's costing about 1.15 on Xbox to do the SBC, about 1.23 on PlayStation to the SBC. So what we're seeing with these Icon SBCs, they're a lot better value for PlayStation compared to the tradable. On Xbox, the SBC is not costing much different to the tradable. It's like 50 to 100k cheaper, whereas on PlayStation, it's a few 100k. I guess on PlayStation, there's a bit more supply, but there's a lot more demand because there's a lot more PlayStation users. Bronze Silver team again, 84, 85, 86, and 88 rated squad from G's. That's expensive. Again, he'll probably be more like 1.1 to 1.15 on PlayStation with the using the champs players instead. This Zambrotta is definitely the best of this set and probably the best icon we've had yet in terms of being a near and end game player. He's really, really good all-round card. You would be able to put an anchor on him rather than a shadow because he already would have 97 pace. With an anchor, he is getting 97 pace, 94 aggression, 96 strength, 99 interception, standing tackle, I think, 93 defensive awareness. He's fine on the ball as a centre-back. I'm talking about him as a centre-back, by the way, rather than a full-back. His passing's great. He has 5-star weeks, but 4-star skills. As a centre-back, he's up there as a top centre-back in the game right now. And if you can do him for like less than $500,000, and you've got his icon chemistry, then you have got an absolute bargain for one of the best centre-backs in the game who can help link your team together. If you want him as a full-back, he's quite expensive as a full-back. You'd probably rather put an engine on him, to be honest, if you're playing him at wing-back or full-back, just to fix the dribbling. His passing's fine out wide, but he's a bit clunky for a top fullback, so you might want to put an engine on him. His defending physical's already great. The 4-star skills and 5-star weak foot though are really nice, make him a very desirable card. Outside the foot shot trait, if you ever need that. Why is Zambrotta's moments not when they won the World Cup? Just reading his profile. He scored a 30-yard goal. Nice. 93 long shots, 96 shot power. Pretty decent on a fullback, to be fair. These Icon SBCs, I don't mind them. Again, it's more just it's nearly April and we've still not got any top ones. I want them EA to be releasing more top ones just to give us more chance of unlocking some of the best cards in the game, personally. What do you guys think of these Icon SBCs? Are you going to do any of them? Do you like these? Are there any of these 3 players that particularly you've used already this year that you really like? As always, I appreciate your support. Keep it spicy.